Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Bringing you the news from Sri Lanka and across the world, it's your national news broadcast on Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I'm Siobhan Pereira.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Sharifa Tahir. Let's take a look at the headlines. Accepting nominations for the local government polls is from the 17th of this month. Placing deposits will be until the 19th. CID starts an investigation into a complaint of disrupting fuel distribution. CPC chairman says there cannot be any fuel shortage in the country. Essential food items will be available without any shortage during the New Year season. Rainy condition may ease from tomorrow. The census on wild animals damaging crops commences on the 15th of this month. Additional speed limits to prevent wild elephants collision on trains. Anora won 5 awards as the best film at the 97th Oscar Film Festival. And we now move on to the local news in detail.
Now, the Election Commission has announced that nominations for the upcoming local government elections will be accepted from the 17th of March until 12 noon on the 20th of March. The Election Commission also announced that candidates can deposit bonds for the election from today until 12 noon on March 19th, excluding weekends and Poya days. Accepting nominations will be conducted at the returning offices, divisional secretariats and district secretariats from the 17th to the 19th of March from 8:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. on the 20th of March until 12 noon. Chairman of the Election Commission, RMA L. Ratnayaka, says nominations are expected for 336 local government bodies except Kalmune Municipal Council and Pradesh Sabhas of Deyat Kandia, Mana and Punaharin and Alpitia. Accordingly, nominations will be accepted for 28 municipal councils, 36 urban councils and 272 Pradeshi Sabhas. Any person who has qualifications stated in the Act can contest the election. It has already been decided that the number of candidates, percentage of youth and women candidates have been from each political party and independent groups. Accordingly, they should mention the number of candidates in the relevant nomination paper. An independent group should place a deposit of 5,000 rupees per candidate, and for accepted political parties, the amount is 1,500 per candidate.
Chairman of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Janaka Rajakarna, says that there cannot be any shortage of fuel by now. According to our correspondents, there are no queues in front of filling stations. A large number of Bowsers could be seen parked at the Gajabapura terminal in order to obtain fuel from Kolanava installation. According to Chairman of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Janaka Rajakaruna, 4,322 metric tons of diesel on the 28th of last month, 8,568 metric tons on the 1st of this month, and another 3,159 metric tons of fuel had been released. Another 3,211 metric tons of petrol has been released on the 28th of last month, and another 7,878 metric tons on the 1st of this month. According to our correspondents, there is no congestion near the filling stations. In the meantime, the fuel distributors visited the Presidential Secretariat in the morning today to submit a message to the President. A representative of the fuel distributors told media that they requested by the petition from the President to look into their grievances. The Police Media Division says that an investigation has been initiated by the Criminal Investigation Department on a complaint of paralysing the distribution of fuel. As per the complaint made to the Criminal Investigation Department, a group calling themselves representatives of fuel distribution have paralysed the process of distribution in order to put the government into inconvenience, citing a problem regarding the discount provided to them in distribution of fuel by the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. The Police Media Division in its communique asserts that certain and stern legal action will be taken against those who try to sabotage the normal life of the people and to create instability.
Carrying on with your local news, Managing Director of Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Mayura Nethikumar Ge, says that the fuel distribution in the country is continuing uninterrupted. Answering a question raised by Rupavahini, he said that the government has a very clear vision on the current issue and working towards a solution with collective effort.
Yeah, the distribution is now normal. Things are going very well, and we are continuously engaging in discussion with our fuel station owners because they are a part of our business. And tomorrow's discussion was also organized in last week. It's not a new one. However, few fuel station owners have tried to spread the rumor that they are not placing the orders in the last couple of days, but their effort was failed. In reality, those individuals are even not a part of the CPC fuel station network. Our fuel station owners have always worked with us, and they have placed their orders and continue the operation as usual, and they were not doing any disturbance. And meanwhile, the certain groups are attempting to secure a meeting with the president to gain some additional benefits. However, it's important to emphasize that this government makes decisions collectively as a team. There are no separate solutions at different levels, whether from CPC or the cabinet minister or the president. There's only one unified solution. Unfortunately, we believe that some individuals are misleading both public and the fuel station owners. To address this issue, we are clarifying new price formula once again in tomorrow's meeting. And one of the most misleading claims that they are claiming is CPC is trying to push fuel station owners towards other marketing companies. Today I have seen such a voice cut in the daytime while they were in the president's secretary in that time while they are giving the document to that place. In reality, people who are leading these disruptive activities are already working with the other marketing companies. I don't know whether it is their hidden agenda, but they are not even a part of our team, and they have nowhere to go because they are already gone. So now things are normal, and tomorrow we'll have a good meeting because we are calling for our own people only, because we don't want to have a discussion with other marketing companies people because they will have different solution for them.
Minister Kumara Jayakodi says that the ministry expects to add 1,972 megawatts of electricity to the national grid through renewable energy sources within next 2 years. He revealed this fact joining the committee stage debate on the expenditure heads of the Ministry of Power. Minister Kumara Jayakodi said that the ministry is setting a target of 1,972 megawatts of power through renewable energy sources within next 2 years. In addition, construction of a combined cycle plant is completed in Karavalapitiya, generating 650 megawatts. Petroleum sector is planning and implementing several development proposals this year. Funds have not been provided for these projects from the budget. During the year 2024, the maximum decrease of fuel price was conducted by this government. A price of a litre of petrol has been decreased from 371 rupees to 309 rupees at present by 62 rupees. A litre of auto diesel from 363 rupees to 286 rupees. Price of super diesel has decreased from 475 rupees to 313 rupees by 162 rupees. When the government came to power, a litre of kerosene was 262 rupees. It is now at 183 rupees.
Arrangements have been made to provide essential food items without any shortage and continuously to the people during the upcoming New Year festive season. Now, this matter was taken into consideration in a meeting held at the Parliamentary Complex today in order to take policy decisions in ensuring food security. Minister of Agriculture, Lands and Irrigation K.D. Lalkant and Minister of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development Vasantha Samarasinghe along with members of the Food Security Committee joined the meeting. Special attention was paid to several steps including ensuring food security in the country and maintenance of stocks. Steps have been taken to take necessary action by safeguarding the farmer community, consumer and the producer. The main aim of the Food Policy and Security Committee is to take action in order to achieve the government policy of ensuring a sustainable food supply and safe and healthy food for all citizens. It has also been decided to approve the import of corn after the 1st of April and especially animal food production. The Met Department says that the prevailing rainy weather will ease gradually from tomorrow.
Director General of the department, Atula Karnanayaka, stated that showers or thunder showers may occur in the eastern, southern and over provinces and in the Mathale, Nuwara Eliya and Polonnaruwa districts. Water level of the Ging River has increased. Our correspondent said that it was recorded at the Baddegama hydrometer as 3.5 meters by this morning. Catchment areas of the Nilvala River are still receiving rain. Several roads in the area have gone underwater, and motor transport from Akurasa to Siambalagoda via Panadugama has been disrupted. Our correspondent stated that Kananka town was submerged. Due to this reason, transport along the Gaul-Akurasa main road has been disrupted. Many low-lying areas at the Imbulgoda in Akurasa were also underwater. Vehicular transport along the Panama Potuvil Road, main road, has been interrupted due to floods. Our correspondent said that there is a heavy flood threat in Lahugala area. Liangastota Anicut in Ambalantota is overflowing at present following the opening of 3 sluice gates of the Udavalava Reservoir.
Moving on with more local news, Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissate says that the present government will take steps to provide proper appreciation and honour denied so far to the Family Health Service. The Minister made this observation when he participated in the National Summit of Female Family Health Service Officials at the Colombo Public Library Auditorium yesterday. The Minister emphasized that steps will be taken to improve the health service of this country in order to provide all citizens a healthy and beautiful life. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa says that it will not be allowed to bring about friction of any kind of grades among employees and to disrupt by keeping the problems of health services under the carpet. In the past, certain ministers, after not fulfilling their responsibilities, had taken trade union actions with the help of groups which are favourable to them against other grades. He added that it is requested as professional bodies and trade unions to contribute to upgrading the entire health service and also representing the vocational rights of employees. The profession of employees will be upgraded only when the health service is improved. He pointed out that although the population is about 20 million, the number of outdoor patients is around 120 million in the government sector alone.
The census, in order to acquire data for wild animals management to prevent damages caused by them to crops, will be held on the 15th of this month island-wide. This will be conducted between 8 to 8:05 in the morning. The census includes information related to turk macaques, giant squirrels and peacocks which visit household gardens. This has been informed by the members of Intellectual Committee appointed by the Minister K.D. Lalkantha at a media meeting held at the Ministry of Agriculture today. The committee officials requested the general public to provide assistance to this census, treating it as a national duty. Special attention has been paid to conduct this census at public places apart from household gardens.
The Railway Department has decided to implement additional speed limits to prevent collision of elephants on the running trains at night. Now, the starting time of trains will also be revised. According to the Railway Department, many short and long-term measures have been taken to protect the wild elephants. Many wild elephants die due to collision of trains at night during the past period. Majority of accidents were reported along the Colombo-Batticaloa and Colombo to Trincomalee lines. To minimize these problems, the train starting times have been revised during the periods that usually wild elephants roam in these areas. Action have been taken to run the trains evading the time of wild elephants crossing. Accordingly, along the Batticaloa line, railway timetables have been revised targeting the Palugaswava to Hinguraggoda stretch and Valikanda to Pune segment. Along the Trincomalee line, the time has been changed from Galloya Junction to Kantale. The Railway Department says that this revised timetable will be effective from the 7th of this month. Meanwhile, the Colombo-Batticaloa Meenagaya night mail train will be added with 313 type power set. The revised timetables are available at the Rupavahini News YouTube channel and RU News website. In a glamorous evening, the 97th Academy Award ceremony presented by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences took place on the 2nd of March at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood.
Meanwhile, Sean Baker, the indie king who directed Anora, made history by becoming the first person to win 4 Oscars from a single film.
The 97th Academy Award was hosted by the comedian Conan O'Brien.
Hello, I'm your host, Conan O'Brien. Yeah.
And the Oscar goes
Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody secured his second Oscar when he was named Best Actor for his role in The Brutalist.
They're already counting me down. Okay. Thank you, God. Tonight, most special is the awareness of that.
And the Oscar goes to Kieran Culkin of Real Pain.
Kieran Culkin was named Best Supporting Actor.
Because of you, thank you for being there, and I lean on you for everything, so please don't go any. Please don't play the music, because
Mikey Madison.
Mikey Madison won the award for the Best Actress for her role in Anura.
I'm going to read off of a paper, but thank you so much to the Academy. I grew up in Los Angeles, but Hollywood always felt so far away from me, so...
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana was honored with the Best Supporting Actress for Emilia Perez.
My whole family's here. I am floored by this honor. Thank you to the Academy. I'm still here, Brazil.
The Best International Feature Award was won by the movie I'm Still Here.
First, in the name of Brazilian cinema, I'm so honored.
Paul Tezwell Academy Award for Costume Design for his work on the movie Wicked.
Hey, for all of your beautiful work, I could not have done this without you.
Furthermore, the Oscars tonight join the long list of major entertainment and sports events paying tribute to first responders in the wake of the horrific fires that struck Los Angeles.
It's happened twice. Thank you to our Greater Los Angeles firefighters. Thank you.
Pedestrian pavements at the Battaramulla and surrounding areas were repaired for the convenience of the disabled persons. Some places in the pavements were even subsided, making it very difficult for disabled persons to walk. The embossed pavement blocks were also dilapidated, causing the blind people with immense difficulties. Focusing attention on this matter, Minister Upali Panilage instructed the relevant authorities to repair the dilapidated places with immediate effect. The National Secretariat for Differently Abled Persons has planned to carry out this program island-wide in the future. In more local news, selection of office bearers for the Educational Cooperative Society will be held on the 8th of this month. Deputy Minister Mahinda Jayasinghe expressed his views regarding this matter at a press briefing held in Dehiwala recently. Deputy Minister Mahinda Jayasinghe said that the society will be able to provide a better service to all members. Although we were disturbed during the past period, a proper program has been planned to implement during the past 3 years of our rule. Loan facilities, interest rates and many other facilities have been provided to members with proper management. The officials who did not even hold the elections helped frauds and malpractices and are now attempting to show that they are independent members. Such individuals are also getting ready to contest the election on the 8th of this month. Teachers of the country and all other members of the Education Cooperative Society will very well be identified as fraudsters.
2 more suspects arrested in connection with the killing of crime gang member Ganemula Sanjeeva have been remanded until the 7th of this month. This order was issued when they were produced before the Colombo Magistrates Court today. The suspects named Udara Nirmal Gunaratne and Nalin Dushanta were taken into custody by the Colombo Crime Division and produced before the Colombo Chief Magistrate today. The police informed the courts that the suspects were questioned under detention orders and produced them before courts since the detention order expires today. Police also request the courts to remand the suspects since the investigations have not yet been completed. Considering all these facts, Colombo Chief Magistrate Tanuja Lakmali ordered the 2 suspects to be remanded until the 7th of this month. The 2 suspects are accused of helping to obtain a mobile phone SIM card which was used for the killing. A female accused who was proven guilty for having over 25 milligrams of heroin and selling them was sentenced with a life imprisonment by the Colombo High Court. This woman is said to be the wife of notorious drug leader who is now in custody, Kudu Roshan of Matakule area. In a raid conducted on the 27th of September 2021, under an information, the police discovered the stock of heroin in her possession.
Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that the government has planned to create economic programs where all citizens will be able to benefit from all restricted economic opportunities. Now, the Prime Minister made this observation during a ceremony held at Aranayaka yesterday. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya observed that the country has come to the right place with long-standing efforts. This requires us to make the necessary changes and correct past mistakes. Women play a crucial role in this journey of national transformation. The public and private sectors, cooperatives and citizens must all contribute to the economic management. Public servants' basic salaries had not been revised for years together, but this year's budget has addressed this issue. The salaries of teachers and principals have been placed among the highest salary grades currently available in Sri Lanka. The era when political favoritism was a prerequisite for getting things done has ended. The government has initiated a program to integrate women into the economy, gradually removing barriers from their participation. To support this, the government is developing preschools, daycare centers and health services. Accordingly, new education reforms will be introduced from 2026. A significant allocation has been made in this year's budget for the development of teacher training and necessary infrastructure to support these reforms.
The meeting of representatives of Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa and Trincomalee districts of the Development Lotteries Board was held at Haparana yesterday. Persons who have been working as sales representatives of the Development Lotteries Board for nearly 4 decades participated in the meeting. Their contribution has been appreciated in the meeting and they have been enlightened as to how the sales activities should be conducted this year. Prizes and souvenirs were awarded for those sales representatives who had maximum sales in Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa and Trincomalee districts. The problems of sales representatives was also taken up for discussion. The occasion was joined by a number of officials including Chairman of the Development Lotteries Board.
Minister Anura Karunatilaka points out that a process is already being planned to implement the projects related to the budget proposals of officials of institutions under his ministry. He made this observation when the Ministerial Advisory Committee met recently in the Parliament. The parliamentarians directed the attention to matters such as completing urban development plans within the given time frame and the non-availability of proper mechanism to implement projects which provide benefits to the people on priority basis. It has also been emphasized that ideas and suggestions of other government institutions has to be obtained when formulating plans by the Urban Development Authority, and action has to be taken according to the development plans passed by them. The minister also pointed out the necessity of improving coordination among institutions by district and provincial development committees. He further said that the problems pointed out by parliamentarians have been discussed and proper care should be taken of them. Deputy Minister T.B. Sarath, committee members and other officials were present at this occasion. Well, that was a look at your local news. We'll be right back with some foreign news after a short break. Stay tuned. The UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced a 4-point plan to work with Ukraine to end the war and defend the country from Russia.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky met with the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and 18 other Western leaders yesterday. It comes 2 days after a fiery exchange between the Ukrainian leader and US President Donald Trump in the White House. Speaking at a news conference shortly after the meeting of the leaders, Prime Minister Starmer stated that 4 points had been agreed by all: to keep military aid following into Ukraine and to keep increasing the economic pressure on Russia. Any lasting peace must ensure Ukraine's sovereignty and security, and Ukraine must be present at any peace talks. Furthermore, in the event of a peace deal, to boost Ukraine's defensive capabilities, to deter any future invasion, and to develop a coalition of the willing to defend a deal in Ukraine and to guarantee peace afterwards.
We now move on to sports news. Sri Lanka table tennis player Tavi Samaravira, who won the silver medal at the World Ranking Table Tennis Tournament held in India, arrived in the island yesterday.
A large gathering, including the president of the Sri Lanka Table Tennis Association, were present at the Katunayake airport to welcome. The tournament was held in Vadodara, India. It was conducted under several age categories, and Tavi Samaravira contested in the under 11 age category. Tavi Samaravira, who is still 9 years of age, is a student of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. According to under 11 World Table Tennis rankings, he is in the 6th position. Well, that was a look at your news here at Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I'm Siobhan Pereira together with Sharifa Tahir. Wish you a pleasant evening. Take care.
Good night.